Yesterday you felt something, but he didn't pay attention. Those small changes in the air, that slight goosebumps on your skin, that feeling that something was about to happen. But you ignored it. You were so lost, so caught up in your own life that you didn't notice the sign that God sent you. I know you must be thinking, but what does this have to do with me? I'll tell you. That sign was for you, and you didn't see it. Not now, not yesterday, not never. What will become of you now? God tries to communicate in subtle, almost invisible ways, but you have been so blind to it. Yesterday, he tried to touch you, warn you, show you a path. It was a sign, perhaps the last chance before you lose yourself even further. But no, you were too immersed in your pain, in your daily runs, in your small, suffocating world to notice. You didn't realize that your life was about to change. And when we don't notice the signs, what happens? What is left behind is what we could have been, what we will never achieve. Because God won't shout, he whispers, and you weren't listening. Yesterday, God sent the signal. It came like an invisible touch, something you felt but didn't understand. It was a message, a provocation to make you wake up. But you were so busy, so entrenched in your routine that you didn't care. Maybe it was a fleeting glance, a sudden thought in the middle of the night, a word said by someone you almost didn't notice. It could even be that it was something inside you, a silent scream from your own soul trying to communicate with your consciousness. But you didn't listen. Ignored. Because you were too distracted by your own ghosts, your own insecurities, that consume you every day. He didn't notice, didn't see it. And here's the blunt truth you need to hear right now. The signal was there. God did not make mistakes. The problem is not with the signal, but with your inability to see. Yesterday, God offered you something. The chance to change, to see your own life with different eyes, to wake up to a new reality. But you, selfish and apathetic, decided that that little flame of hope was not for you. Instead of embracing the opportunity, you turned a blind eye to it, and that could be fatal. I know what you're thinking. But I was so busy with so many things on my mind. But that's not what this is about. It's not about being busy or not having time. It's about noticing the little signs, the little changes that God puts in your path. Maybe it was a conversation you avoided, a friend who showed up unexpectedly, or even a quiet moment that you quickly filled with chaotic thoughts. These are the signs. God will not send a letter. He will not knock on your door. He places small details, like a mirror, reflecting what you need to see. Yesterday, you didn't see it, because you were too far away from yourself to see. But the truth is that God never gives up. He will keep trying. He will always be there waiting. But the question is, how much longer are you going to ignore these signs? How much longer are you going to hide behind excuses and fear? Because every time you ignore what he tries to show you, you move further away from what could be your true life. You'll keep running after things that don't matter, and you'll get even more lost. The sign was there yesterday, you didn't see it, and now? What are you going to do with it? God doesn't send signs for nothing. Every touch, every shiver, every sensation you had yesterday was a direct message. You know it. Deep down, you feel it. What was that feeling of urgency, that inexplicable discomfort? You knew deep down in your soul that something wasn't right. But instead of stopping and reflecting, you sank even deeper into your mediocre life. And that's the most painful question you need to ask yourself right now. What if that sign was the last chance? What if yesterday was the opportunity you were waiting for but didn't see? I know you're wondering now, why would God do that? Why would he send me a sign and then disappear? Because the truth is simple and raw. God will not force you to see what you don't want to see. He shows you the path, but it is you who decides to walk it. The sign was there yesterday, and he showed it to you. But you chose not to see. The question now is, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to wait for another signal? Are you going to get lost again? Because the next time he calls you, it may be too late. Life will not wait for you, and you know it. The blunt truth is that while you wait for something great to happen, your life passes by. And every sign you ignore, every opportunity you miss, takes you further away from what could be a true transformation. You are missing opportunities. Life, signs, everything passes before you while you continue to sleep. If you still have any doubts, ask yourself, how many signs have you ignored before? How many opportunities have you missed out of distraction, fear, or indifference? Because deep down, it's not just about that moment. It's about all the times you closed your eyes to the truth, all the times you chose to hide. God gave you this sign yesterday, but you were so far away from yourself that you didn't notice. Now I want to hear from you. What are you going to do with it? Will you continue to ignore the signs? Will you wait until it's too late? Or will you finally wake up and realize that despite everything, there is still time? If this made sense to you, comment here. If you feel like you're missing out on what God has shown you, write "I'm here" in the comments. Because time is passing and life, it won't wait.